I don't know what I'm doing. I would have said that when I arrived at summer camp tasked with capturing wayward souls. Now in particular, though, I truly do not know what I'm doing. So I fell for this fish boy Tam. Extremely offline, cute stuff. He's got this unearned confidence thing, but when I'm alone with him, he's forward about his feelings. I found me an emotionally available man. Jackpot. He can pick me up and carry me into the sea whenever. But we're kinda each fucked. Right? Hear me out. He's the river. So that's a downhill battle. And he's probably stuck here. Long distance with no phone. And me, I've got some demonic blackmail from my cool and good underworld patrons. I have to steal souls for them. And this summer camp in particular, I need to corrupt this entire summer camp for the underworld. Okay? Rad. So apparently thousands of years ago in the 90s, the underworld made a concerted effort to bring this, and I can't emphasize this enough, summer camp into hell, and presumably it was Gen X that stopped them, despite being the forgotten generation. They're all fucking forgotten every 10 years. Anyway, my higher-ups down below are trying to retake it, and I think this is probably because millennials are just bad.
Hello! Hi, everybody! I'm Jen. I'm your nervous GM. We're here in our second to last episode of MonsterHearts Summer Camp. We are sadly missing Bunz, our beloved Maisie. And this is Guilty's last game with us. So we will be seeing much of Zoe. Let's go around just really quick and say like your name, your character's name, and how about what your character, like, and let's keep it in a nutshell because we got a lot to do, but like how your character wants to end the summer right now, what their vision is for the end of the summer. So we'll start with Tam.
Oh God, me first?
We don't have to start with you. We're probably going to start with you in the game, so I will not start with you if you want.
Let's just do it. Hi,
okay.
My name is Noordin Ali. My pronouns are he, him. Yes, you can call me werewolf. And I play Tam Watterson, pronounced he, him, the Disney princess / river goddess / bronze serpent / that's enough. What does Tam want to do at the end of the summer? Oh, he has not made those decisions yet. But there is a part of him that is just ready to give up, flood the camp to the ground, and to put it kindly, with consent, drag Angel into the water and just live with him forever.
Okay, let's go to Angel then.
Yeah.
Let's go right to Angel.
Ends climate change by September. Next person.
Heck yeah. Nice.
I was supposed to introduce myself. I am Pablo. I'm playing Angel. Both of us are also he, him.
Awesome. How about Jade?
Hi, hello. My name is Rachel, but you can call me Ray. I'm playing Jade Morgan, and I think by the end of the summer, she would just like to figure out her feelings. That's it. She's feeling very conflicted and very torn, and she just wants to know how she feels. That's what she wants.
Alrighty. How about Serena?
My name is Val or Rosary. Serena, as our little Gorgon girl, well, not little, she is tall. I guess by the end of the summer, she would like to exchange phone numbers with somebody who would actually be her friend and talk to her outside of school, outside of camp.
Oh, these are also high school. It's fantastic. Okay, Zoe.
Hello, I'm Guilty Cosplay, and I'm playing Zoe, who is a sweet bean and a member of a serpentine cult. By the end of the summer, she would really like to. I mean, she really just wants to like figure out if she can where she can fit in human society.
Yo, same. Absolute same.
Yeah. I love that, however supernatural our answers are here, they're also all interpersonal in the most wonderfully teenage way. It fills me with joy, and yet as an adult I can super relate to all of it. Like, I just want to have friends. 100%.
I mean, who is not related to wanting to raise a camp to the ground and just drag their boyfriend with them underwater? I mean, everyone.
No,
that is
totally.
all.
We've
But,
all
like,
been there.
Let me take the metaphor more literally, like wanting to just turn my back and throw a match over my shoulders at the world and just be with the people that I love.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can relate. I
Yeah.
can relate. 100% can relate. Alrighty, well, let's set the scene. We last time were on the verge of Parents' Day ceremonies, about midway through the summer, and everyone except for Tam had an opportunity to interact with a parent. Zoe had some orders laid down from father. Jade rescued Isabella, her sister, from like potential ejection from camp, and heard Isabella complain about some of the boys at camp. Serena is standing in a hallway of pictures with her sister, and Angel had a heart-to-heart with his father. And so I want to start with Serena in the hallway. Oh no, I'm not, because Serena's eating. I'm going to start with Tam.
No, it's fine. I swallowed.
You want to start? Okay.
I was so ready to make this my moment. Oh.
You'll have your moment. Okay, so you're in the hallway with Riley, and Riley has handed you a picture. It's a family picture with a person, and I'm going to say, and if I described this wrong last time, we'll go with what I say now. It's an old picture. It's a picture of your grandparents and of your father and any aunts and uncles that you have as children.
So the Greek gods. Okay, I understand.
And grandfather has a lightning bolt. No. And
Eating his children. It's cool. Anyway.
And in and out. No. In and out of the photo flashes the image of another child, a boy, who you don't recognize. And the only thing you see on the folded up piece of paper that's written in your father's handwriting is "Get him back."
I'm gonna like look over this curiously. How old do my parents look in this photo?
Well, it's
My
your
dad,
father's. Yeah, it's your father's side of the family. It looks like maybe younger teen. The person in the photo looks like an older teen, like probably around your age. Yeah.
Okay, so like 17, 18 years old. I'm gonna look up at Riley and just sort of, what is this? Who is this?
So I'm about to kind of blow your mind a little bit. Things are a little weirder in the world than maybe you know, and we've been trying to so
we're monsters. It's not that weird. Like,
it's okay, good point. That's our uncle.
Okay.
He was lost to the camp decades ago.
Okay.
A number of kids were lost to the camp decades ago. And by lost, I don't mean killed. I mean like just gone in some kind of horrible thing that Dad has trouble even describing. And it seems like we're the only family that remembers that someone was lost.
It makes sense. My uncle.
So we've been going to the camp for decades, looking for an opportunity to get him back.
Right. I have ideas. We've been, I mean, you know the mascot, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Wendy's or Burger King or whatever you call her this year.
Her real name is Macy. That's the name she prefers to go by. She's my friend, I think.
Her real name. Real name?
Yeah. Well, it's the
Your
name
friend.
that she chose. Yes, it's the name that I know. Gaia bless us all.
I know that making friends is difficult for you, but I just want to make sure that you mean an actual person and not that you made friends with
like
a wooden carving of a.
Oh, so
okay.
you don't
Just
know
making
the
sure.
mascot. You don't know that the mascot is like a living, breathing creature person.
I did not know that.
Okay, well, I'm letting you know.
Noted.
Well, she and I made like this discovery about the old lady who owns the camp, and Edna, and she's been weaving this tapestry for like ever, and it's like it's kind of protecting the camp from something that's like on the other side, and she needs like in this, there's apparently like another dimension, which is kind of the weirdest thing ever, but
that is that is way weirder than we are. That is so much
that
weirder.
Is very weird.
That is weird.
We're weird. But like she uses like memory threads on her tapestry, and she like takes the memory, like just usually, and so probably this uncle, what's his name? Do you need a Greek name?
Go for it.
There are 3 siblings not taken. I think we'll go with Thomas. I'll send you his wiki link. Like,
nice.
Yeah, which, you know what, is actually appropriate because apparently he's a sea god.
Oh my gosh, that is very appropriate. Oh.
So it's just sort of like, okay, well, anyway, so the he might be on that side. Are you gonna stick around? And I know, like, I'm sure you could be like a sub here, and we can figure it out. 3 Gorgons are better than 1.
3 Gorgons are better than 1. It's true. More Gorgons, the better.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on sticking around, sis. I think this is on your shoulders.
Okay. Well, I'll figure it out. There's a lot of magic people here, and I think I could use all those magic peoples to figure it out. I gotta make sure they like me first. The river monster says he thinks I'm cool, and there's like this little girl. I say little, like she's a girl that I practice tattooing with, that I think worships snakes. Like, do you have any info with that? Because
worship snakes. Like, so does she worship your hair?
I don't know. I don't think she's seen it. Like, I haven't gone like full monster in front of her.
Wonder what it'd be like if she did. That would be really interesting.
That'd be super interesting, but I don't want to like scare her and make her think I'm her deity or something like that, because I'm not. But okay. So I guess, is he like the only person missing, or do we know if there are other people missing?
There are other people missing. It's just that nobody else remembers them.
Cool. It's gonna be like that episode of X-Men Evolution where Forge is on the other end of like the super secret dimension that he created himself, and she's just gonna go into fanfic world.
And like as she goes into it, like Riley starts like shaking her head, but like at one point just sort of like taps you on the shoulder and goes, Rosie.
Yeah.
Rosie. Sorry, Serena.
Yeah.
We picked you for a reason. Dad really thinks that you're the one that can help. That
Okay.
I don't know, that you have the heart for this. And like, I know that you don't you don't have a lot of confidence with people. Yeah.
It's not a confidence issue. It's just a factual statement.
Well, all I'm saying is that we've been trying to do something about this for a long, long time. And you're the one that we want to do it because we think you're the one that can help. And I don't know why. Really, Dad thought you might be the most powerful one of us, the one who could most do something. I know he's not expecting you to do it alone. So, I don't know.
I could beat you up. I'm not surprised that he thought that.
You could, yes, you could
Yeah.
definitely kick my ass. You could 100%
Yeah.
kick my ass. But what I guess I'm trying to say is he knows that people who are quiet and remote and push people away are often the people who have the ability to care the deepest.
Yeah. I just like to point out, I don't push people away. People just arrive into my presence and decide to leave. Like,
What's the common denominator, sis?
Well, it could be that whole, thing that some goddess put on us about not wanting to be perceived by humans. But the common denominator is that I am strong and I am intimidating and scary, and that's okay. Like, that's just who I am. And if people don't like that, that's also okay. And if people do like that, that is also okay. But I think either way, I'm fine. I mean,
I know you're fine. I know you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't mind hermiting in a cave and scaring away men with snakes. That sounds like it sounds really fun, actually.
Well, all I'm saying is,
I will find this uncle. And I'm going to tell everyone I have an uncle hidden in the super secret dimension behind the tapestry.
all I'm
We'll
saying
do
is,
something about it.
I know you will. Because
Cool.
you know what, Serena, you care a lot more than you think you do.
Okay. Thanks. Don't forget to see Maddie.
Oh, no. I'm going to say hi to Maddie for sure.
Okay.
And people start gathering for the ceremony for Parents' Day. And we're going to cut over to Tam. We ended last session with Maisie and Edna. And Maisie's going to be quiet in this scene since we don't have Bunz here with us. But, and Tam looking out the window at the river. Is there any interaction that Tam wants to have before Edna and Maisie leave? With Edna.
I think Edna and Maisie have their conversation. And eventually Maisie leaves. But Edna stays. And she walks up to Tam. And I have no idea what she'll say next. But the gift. Take it.
She walks up to Tam and she sort of, without touching, sort of reaches out to Tam's face, a shaking hand, and a look of, like, you know that controlled fear where somebody knows that the fear isn't helpful, or just, and they're holding it back, not like to be brave, but because they know it's wrong. You have a face that I have seen before, but you are not him.
No, I'm not.
How did you get his face?
I don't know. I don't remember. That bit's just gone.
You remember nothing.
All I know is that he soiled me. He spilled blood in my home. And it wanted to fight back. And so I rose and I clean the blood he spilled in me with his own.
Blood for blood.
I don't settle for death of innocence. I don't truck with it.
I understand. And he did more than soil you with blood. He soiled everything here. He and others together. With oil, with chemicals, everything. And we stopped him.
You stopped him.
We,
Who's we?
me and another, and a lot of innocence. Sometimes innocence get caught.
I like to gaze into the abyss.
Really? Why? Roll the
Wonder
die.
away. It's so strange. Oh, I still need to take another advancement. Well, that's, you know what? My advancement that I took that we all know about was adding +1 to a certain trait, and mine was dark, and I chose that, and everyone knows it. So that's what we're gonna go with.
Yes, I 100% like you're good. Don't worry.
I haven't even failed a roll, and Tam's out here fucking max tier.
Yeah, totally.
I roll a lot. 9.
9. Nice. Okay. What question are you asking? What visions are you looking for?
I want to see the events of which she speaks. She protected my river. That means my memory is connected to it, not my the other me.
Yeah. What you see with a 9. So we're gonna bookend this. At the very beginning of this vision, you begin to hear the river outside the window, and it gets louder and louder and louder in your mind as you invoke the power of it to understand. And you see Edna aware of what you're doing, and somehow with her hands, almost like she's weaving a shuttle on a loom. I looked it up. It's called a shuttle. Weaving a shuttle, helping you to remember. And you feel that feeling again of like poison or viscousness or slithering filling you as the river. And it's almost overwhelming. It's like you feel poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
And for a moment in the middle of that, you begin to see Edna's memories. You see a truck, 3, 4, 5 trucks rolling into a back road, dirt back road somewhere in the woods. You see a name that you can't quite make out with the logo of a snake. And you see somebody with your face directing people with hoses to empty the trucks into the river. And as you see that, you feel almost as if this fluid, this viscousness is flowing right into your face, almost like gonna push you over until your vision resets into the room. And you look at, to center yourself, the part of the wall where Maisie's statue usually is attached, little lighter part of like the cheap, like whatever, like cart, like the cheap wood that they use for the basement. And you bring yourself back into reality.
Yeah. I think Tam's body and face, that we don't really show his shifting much, but they reflect how he's been treated. And then that second, he went back to when the river was treated like that. So as he looks at the statue, when he first pops out of the vision, there's what looks like acid burns, fresh acid burns all over his skin. And as he centers, they slowly heal. See the light scarring that's still present to this day.
And now
Doesn't
you
go away,
know where that scarring came from.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first time that you had to defend the river. It wasn't the first time. It wasn't the first phase. But it's the most recent one.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I don't know how long I can keep it at bay. It happened. That was a memory. A real memory. But I stopped it. I put it in a pocket of time and space. And have had to maintain that barrier. But I cannot do it anymore because I will not be here by next summer. I know that.
You're dying. You weave this cage of yours, this cage of memory from other memories, though. That
Yes.
tapestry. That Maisie talked. Who are you to her?
You see, she almost backs up and says that just I don't. Ask her if she wants to tell you.
I'm afraid that I'm being manipulated by her. This is not me talking to I forget her name. Edna. This is me talking to you, Jen. Tam's afraid that he's being manipulated by Edna. I think I need to keep my cool and hopefully gain the insight to ask a question. Or I won't.
Oh no, what did you roll?
That's a 3.
Oh no.
I guess I'm adding another X. What is
You really are
happening?
going to be super powered by the end of this game. Like super, super powered.
Good grief. Everyone else out here is just like, you know what? I'm still on my starting stats. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I keep failing rolls.
That's how it works.
So I think what you see when you answer that question, and what you already sensed when Edna came to get Maisie on Parents' Day, is this special love between Edna and Maisie. Maisie, someone who you thought like you had no one else in the world. And yet here is someone, and that someone is not yours. No one is yours. You feel that sense of aloneness that Maisie used to be with you in more keenly than you've ever felt it before. And Edna seems to shut her heart in that moment and say, well, we have an event to go to.
We?
All of us, it's Parents' Day. Aren't you
I don't
going to
have
attend?
Parents. I don't have anybody.
And I'm sorry for that. I wish that you did.
I don't like what you did. I don't like this idea of taking memories from people, and this is going to sound shitty, but I don't particularly care about this camp either. But if you protected me, us, this, thank you. I owe you that.
I didn't do it for you, but you're welcome nonetheless.
And I'm not thanking you for you either. And nor am I going to help you because of you. But like you said, you won't be here next summer. And then Maisie will really have no one. We're just getting you back.
And you see sort of pain and loneliness cross Edna's face as well.
Yep.
And she says, I have to go. It's time.
Yeah, me too.
And she leaves to go to the auditorium for the ceremony. Zoe, Angel, and Jade, anything you want to do before the Parents' Day ceremony?
I mean, I would like to try and find Tam, but I don't know if he's already. If I would have been able to like intercept him at any point before the ceremony. If not, that's totally fine.
You can absolutely intercept Tam in the hallway unless Tam stays in the room.
I mean, I imagine he'd leave at some point, you know.
Okay, yeah, then I definitely run up to Tam.
And your mom has taken off, if you recall.
Yeah.
Thinking that her boss is angry at her. So you don't have parents here either.
Yep, no.
Jade.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I have something for you. You
Me?
look, yeah. You know, here. And she holds out one of the phones that Maisie stole. Okay, so I don't know where to start with this, but I'm gonna turn it to Tam. So this is a phone. It's like, do you know like what diaries are? Do you ever keep a diary before?
I don't keep a diary, but I know what a phone is, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, this is effectively like Angel's diary, but in like a diary that he's shared with other people, so you can look at it. And I'm gonna pass Tam an iPhone that has Angel's Tumblr loaded on it.
Oh my god.
Because I have Angel's Tumblr password. It's one of my strings.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have you logged into Angel's account and hand it over to Tam.
Oh my god, Ray, you woke up today and chose violence.
Okay.
I've been waiting to
Okay.
do this for so long.
Pablo,
Wait,
what?
teenagers still use Tumblr? I'm like,
Pablo, what is the most embarrassing thing on
Yeah.
there, and what is the least in the the thing you're proud of?
I'm not prepared. I think it's probably both. They're probably both like a really earnest slice of life of Steven Universe set in the Deep South where no plot happens whatsoever, and it's just and so there's just a bunch of like Southern Universe like snippets that aren't like arranged into like an actual story.
Mhm.
I think like fan art that's like stuff that he was like gathering together to commission to someone but then never actually sent it. Like it's just a lot of like half cobbled together images of this AU that just isn't going anywhere. And because you have no context for like this mostly formed idea, it's just super earnest.
Can I ask a question?
Mm.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are there animated rocks, gems in these stories? Animated pieces of the earth? Yeah. Okay.
Tumblr uses tags, right?
Yeah.
Last I checked.
Why are all of these labeled fluff and slash?
That is a puzzle for you to figure out. It's one of the fun joys of being online is you don't know what anything means, and it's kind of a rite of passage to just kind of fucking figure it out.
Oh, this one's nice. They're just sitting on a. This one's nice. They're just sitting on a bench talking about
Yeah.
the sun.
Yeah, there's some sweet shit, there's some weird shit. It's just that's if you want to, I don't know, get to know them better. This is this is me helping, I think.
He wrote all of this?
No, I mean, he wrote some of it. Some of it's like stuff from other people that he likes. You'll be able to tell what he wrote and what he didn't, that he just likes. And I'll try to like scroll through and try to show him different Tumblr UI of like what Angel wrote and what he just like reblogged.
And how he could just type it on this thing.
Yeah.
Click the send button.
Yep. You could try it. You just kind of type how you feel, kind of like a.
How I feel.
Yeah.
Sam is not grinning as much as I am.
Neither is Jade.
I love you, Angel. Sam.
That's perfect. Yeah.
It's gonna
Wait,
love
did
it.
you publish that on my?
Yeah,
I did.
I have not made it clear that that's not normal.
Exactly.
Intentionally. Intentionally.
Does Angel have like Tumblr notifications on his phone?
Yeah, but I
Not
wouldn't get
for
a
himself.
notification from having published something myself.
Instead,
Oh,
when
true.
people start
Yeah.
reacting
But
to
when-
it.
Start
When
reblogging
you
it,
start
so-
getting
Yeah.
notes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So what kind of notes do you think Angel gets?
It's gonna be a little while, I think. I don't think Angel is Tumblr famous enough for this to
For it to be like bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
but I think that there's probably a couple of internet friends of ours who are just kind of like, oh hey, Angel's account got hacked. That's cute. And so I think there might be just a little bit of like playful jabs, just kind of like joking from online friends who are just kind of like, hey, change your password. We love you too.
And I'll let you decide when Angel actually sees this.
Sure.
Go for it.
Oh no, nothing. Go ahead.
It's just, I'm gonna. Jade, thank you.
Yeah.
How
You're
do
welcome.
I contact you from this thing? I also
Um.
used a phone and had a dial. We
Yeah,
called for
you
pizza
can.
and then we hung up.
Yeah, all right, and I'll navigate to like the number pad and say, do you have a good memory? Or no, actually, I'd probably be in Angel's phone. I will just go to his contacts and say that one right there. The Jade, you can click on it, and it'll call me.
Oh, wow. You can touch the screen now.
Yeah, you can. It's pretty wild. It's a whole new world. Go fucking nuts.
Is Tam displaying the like I have not grown up with a phone my whole
You muted.
like the like I'm afraid to touch anything because then it'll break.
There's a little bit of that. There's also a little bit of playing it up for Jade's sake, considering she's clearly enjoying his obliviousness.
Yeah.
So, like the last time he called, it wasn't with a dial. I'm sorry,
really?
he wasn't
Oh, that's
around during.
amazing.
But it was a prank call to a pizza
Okay.
place. That is true.
Okay.
But like, you know, extra stuff for fun. Tam's actually a lot more aware than people think he is. He just doesn't own a phone. That doesn't mean he hasn't seen a phone.
To Jade, that
It's
makes she thinks that means you know absolutely nothing about like modern culture. If she hasn't seen you with a phone, she thinks there's like nothing, no head empty, no thoughts about anything past like the 90s.
Perfect.
Well, yeah, listen, don't tell Angel I did this. Just if you're gonna be together, I think you should probably see this part of him because it's important. And yeah.
I know that we kind of started this really fast,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I have had a lot of people who I've had somewhat connections with. This has never happened before. Literally, I've never felt for someone as hard as I do for Angel. At all. Ever.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. And I guess
Yeah.
it looks fast. But for me, it's kind of... I feel like I might have been waiting for this my whole life. And I don't know how I feel about that either. I don't like that.
I think I might know what you mean, but I'm still figuring that out. But I'm glad You have Angel. Yeah. Just make sure that he still texts me, okay? I kind of need him. Oh, did we?
Oh
Did we
no,
lose?
I think we.
I thought
we
for a
lost
second
him.
I thought that was.
I know. I was like,
dramatic.
he's
I
so
was, like,
shocked.
Perplexed.
We lost him.
Perpetually perplexed.
Okay, we will pause at
That's fine. That was
Tam's
pretty much over,
perfection.
anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh no. Okay. Let's switch to. Oh no. Let's switch to. Does anybody else have any scene that you want to do before the assembly?
No, I really just want to get to.
You're back.
Hey.
Yeah, the power went off.
Oh
So-
no.
Oh.
Shit.
We're trying to fix it. Don't worry.
Okay.
That
All right.
sucks.
What
You
did I
had
miss?
a funny expression of confusion at the moment where Ray was being extremely cute and being
Mhm.
like, "Hey,
Yes.
just make sure that he still texts me back," and you're just like, so it's pretty good.
Anything else that Tam would have said at the end of that conversation?
Nope.
All right. Let's go to Zoe.
Oh, I was saying I was excited for when our parents left.
Yes. So everyone sort of gathers in the assembly. Parents sitting with their kids. As you enter, Zoe, Brandon Madrona, the director, pats you on the shoulder and just kind of gives you a fond look before stepping onto the podium. Does everybody come to the assembly? Is anybody avoiding it?
Would she avoid it? She'll. No, I'm there. She's there.
And Isabella's there with you.
Yeah, I'm probably there because Isabella is going and she's upset. It's probably the only reason Jade is there.
Yeah, and you actually notice her glaring sort of at some of the guys,
Mhm.
just looking really upset about that.
Okay.
And Zoe, your father's there sitting next to you. Angel, your dad comes and sits next to you and sort of pats you on the shoulder as well, like a little more affectionate than he's been in the past in public. Serena, James and James's mom come and try to sit next to you. Do you let James sit with you?
I just sort of like side eye. I haven't say or do anything. Like, just it's also like is my both of my sisters with me?
Yes.
As well. Cool. Yeah. When he comes, I'm gonna like just look over at Maddie and I'd be like, the order's wrong. You're the youngest. You should be at the end. And I'm gonna like physically move her and
I just like,
be in the middle.
like, oh,
between them.
okay. I didn't know I was supposed to be. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Like
it's okay.
Maddie, like the rule follower. And
Yeah.
Maddie has their little scarf for the Weaver Circle. That's sort of like the honor society of the camp.
Uh-huh.
And Brandon steps to the front, to the podium. And you see on the podium now, there's Brandon, there's Stephanie. You see Edna, who sort of slowly walks herself up to a seat on the podium that's like, it's been like made extra comfortable. Like there's just sort of like extra pillows for her. And she looks physically just uncomfortable. And Brandon kind of calls everything to order. And says, all right, parents, campers, I'm so excited to have you all together and actually want a chance to announce to you there's an honor, our new donor who actually donated the money to fix up our lodge after it was so water damaged by storms this spring. If you wouldn't mind, Patrick, come on in. And in strides, middle-aged man dressed in like the most super tailored suit, very sort of trendy and fancy, hair slicked back, dark sort of auburn hair slicked back, amazing stiletto heels. And Angel, you recognize this person.
Yep.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's my patron.
Yep. Bingo. Yep. This is like the
stiletto heels. Hold on.
This is your patron in the more masculine incarnation. Walks up to the stage, waves to everybody, and Brandon's like, if you want to address the group, come and address the group. And Patrick comes to the microphone, says, I know this place is an important place. It's a place in everyone's hearts here. It's a place in my heart. I'm so happy to help bring everybody here together, and I know that exciting things are in your future this summer. Stay strong, campers.
Woo.
The masculine version of my patron is so insufferable. Oh, he's so much worse. Oh my god. He's not even sexy. Fuck.
He very much has like CEO with a fancy convertible energy. Yes. He takes a seat, and Brandon sort of gestures for everyone to stand and says, you know, let's recite the Weaver's Creed together. Stands up. I will seek truth in the world and in human hearts, questioning before I answer, and listening before I speak.
Listening before I speak.
I will nurture. Perfect. I will nurture hope, sharing joy where I see beauty, and showing kindness where I see pain. I will strive for excellence in action and spirit, measuring my achievements not in comparison to others, but by my own ability to grow. I will have courage where there is injustice, sowing peace where there is unjust strife, and strife where there is unjust peace. In all things, I will seek the greater good of our community, our camp, our natural environment, and our world. Here we are woven into one, and I am a weaver. And I'd like to invite the Weavers Council to come up to the front now. To come up to the front now and unveil another gift, this time a gift from our beloved camp owner, Edna Orkney. And you see that there's actually a curtain that's set up in the back of the stage. And the Weaver Circle, all of the campers with those little kerchiefs, including Maddie, walk up to the front, grab the curtain, pull it down in a dramatic fashion. And you hear oohs and ahs and applause as you see the tapestry from the cabin.
Oh, look at my sister and go, that's the fucking tapestry.
That's
the portal.
Gosh.
That's the portal blanket.
That's the portal blanket. Right. Okay. I don't know what to do about that, but my wife told me she's leaving. Like just to go to a massage, not leaving. My wife didn't just.
Hi, wife.
Enjoy your massage.
Hi, wife. Enjoy your massage. Say the people. She says bye. All right. Okay. The portal blanket. That's amazing. Okay. All right. I don't know what to do. What should we do?
Like, I guess I'm gonna stare into the freaking abyss to see like what's going the fuck on. Which status the abyss?
Roll with dark.
Dark. Okay. Okay. So that's a 10.
A 10. Okay. What would you like to learn from the abyss? How do you gaze into the abyss? What does it look like when you do? And what would you like to learn?
So things are a little bit different because she's normally she sort of has like a snake kind of like peek out of her shoulder and into her, like into the abyss, but like this time her eyes just kind of glaze over, and she kind of tucks her head low just to make sure that, like, no one's really noticing her. Maybe take her sister's hat and just, because her sister has a big hat, so she's like, this is cool, and she puts it on her head. And I'm gonna look like at this tapestry to see, is there a fucking portal, and like what's going on if there is, like what's it doing?
As you begin to sort of manifest that power, as you feel sort of that movement and flow in your hair, and it's such a strange sensation when your hair moves in a sort of slithery kind of way, you see that tapestry, and the tapestry, as it appears to everyone else, is an image of the lodge with the trees in the background. And for you, when you gaze into the abyss, you see it start to shift and change to scenes that you saw before in the cabin. You see those twisted trees. You see in the very, very, very background of the image what looks like a collection of people. And it shifts back and forth between the two.
There's like a collection of people in the spooky place?
In the spooky place.
Okay. While that is still kind of active, I'm just going to glance around the rest of the room to see if there's anything reacting to anything or anyone reacting to it. Do I have to roll again?
No, you don't have to roll for that. For the most part, you see people clapping. Let me see actually if there is, if this were D&D, there'd be something to roll, but there's not. You do see Patrick stand up on the stage and begin to applaud and approach the tapestry. And Brandon starts to lead everybody in the camp songs. Welcome, welcome, you're home beneath the stars, the welcome song. As he does, I actually want everyone to gaze into the abyss. Everyone roll with dark.
I'm rolling again.
Yes.
Ooh, nope, that's a 7. A 7's a partial success, though, isn't it?
Yes, a partial success.
Got a 12.
2.
I got
12.
it too.
I got a 7 too.
7 as well.
Awesome. Tam
Three
had a
sevens.
success. Yes.
Right?
Let's go,
Yeah.
Tam. Good shit.
Those strings, again, that Serena, you saw before, you start to see emerging from different people in the audience. Tam, Angel, with your partial success, you also start to see that. And you can almost hear whispers when the strings pass by you and head toward the tapestry. You hear things like, my favorite toy when I was 5. You hear, that time I had a camp out with my crush. You hear, my father's face.
I think that escalated.
There's I almost hiss at the string as it like passes by me because I know what's up and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like,
And Jade and Zoe, tell me one person from your past who made you feel, who wasn't your family, who made you feel the most safe or normal.
For me, it was definitely a neighbor. I think I probably, when I was very young, would like sneak out of the house and like into her backyard, and have little like fairy tea parties with, leaves and flowers.
So cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love the fairy tea parties. Jade, what about you?
I think I had a really early internet friend when I was like relatively young, who at one point just like went offline and never came back. But they were like the first person who I had conversations with online and talked about a lot of stuff when I was like in my tween years. So like 3 or 4 years ago.
You both feel like those particular memories emerge in your mind and leave you like that tip of the tongue phenomenon, when you know that there's a word there, but you can't bring it. Anytime your mind drifts to that, trying to figure out what just happened, you get that almost painful irritation of that tip of the tongue phenomenon. And then it passes. And as this happens, Patrick steps over to the tapestry. And Angel, you know this person well enough to see that this is not by accident, trips on the stiletto heel, catches a piece of thread from the tapestry, falls over, starting to pull it loose, and says, "Oops!" And all hell breaks loose, which I will describe when we come back from break.
Oh shit.
I know it's a little early, but see you in a minute,
shit,
guys.
That's such a good spot.
Yeah, it felt like the right spot. Are we on or off? Okay. Hello, good to see you again. I get to describe Hell Breaking Loose, so I am excited. So when last we left off, Patrick, Angel's shape-shifting patron, had pulled the thread of the tapestry. And as that happens, here's what happens simultaneously. Edna begins to clasp at her chest and struggle to breathe, and starts to slide out of the chair. Brandon and Stephanie start immediately going to help Edna. There is a clap of thunder and a flash of lightning as another one of those surprise out of nowhere thunderstorms begins to target the area. Whenever the lightning flashes, you see, instead of this auditorium with its sort of friendly posters and like signs reflecting the Weaver circle of like trust and excellence, you see an old, decrepit, dilapidated building around you with water stains and old rotten signs fallen on the ground. Lightning goes away, you just see the regular building. Lightning flashes, you see the dilapidated building. Lightning goes away, you see the regular building. When the lightning flashes, there's no one there. When between lightning, you also see now these threads around people rapidly. You hear, if you pass through a thread, you hear whispering of memories from all of the people in the auditorium. Hey, I lose words, okay? In the auditorium. Zoe, your father, goes, "This is your time."
I've got this. Yes, Father. And I'm going to rush the stage and attempt to grab the tapestry.
All right. Let's have, I think that would be like a rolling with volatile.
Let's go. Whoa! Which is the minus
no.
one? That's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay. So here are your choices.
Yeah.
Everyone learns something about your true nature, and the group gains a string on you. I decide how bad the harm turns out, who you harm and how badly. Or you become your darkest self. We have not seen a darkest self yet in this game.
Wholesome selves only, please.
There's
Oh,
no
early
wrong
for that.
answer.
There's no wrong answer.
So early. You know, I think most accurate is I become my darkest self, because that's what inspired this action anyway.
So what does that look like?
So Zoe like jumps onto the stage and like almost wraps herself in this tapestry and does like a drop and roll with it to get it off of its like hangings. But by doing that, she's like literally, you know, like burritoing herself in the human world, and is gonna like wear it like a blanket cloak and just run backstage and away from her dad. And she's gonna go back to I guess the most common place that the gang meets up. So maybe like the shit shack.
All right.
But yeah, she'll run out the back door into the rain and towards the cabins.
I would say like there's that place in the shit shack where you've been practicing tattoos. And everyone in the group kind of knows that that's sort of your safe place at this point. Do they see anything on your physical appearance, or is it hidden by the tapestry?
Ooh, if they were paying close attention with between the, you know, general chaos and the lightning strikes, they might have definitely seen pieces of Zoe's hair go serpentine and like rear up and then be like kind of smothered by the heavy tapestry.
Yeah. And I think when the tapestry wraps around you, you go back to your normal appearance. And it's almost like a newborn baby, the smoothness of your skin. Like you feel freshly human when it flashes back. Yeah. What does everyone else do?
I look at Jade. We should probably run after her, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna turn to Isabel and say, you just stay here, try to just go to the back and duck and okay.
I'm gonna have an asthma attack.
Okay, look at me, Isabel, look at me.
Okay.
You're okay.
Okay.
You're gonna be okay, just breathe with me. Breathe with me. Breathe with me. Why don't you go to the sports camp?
Okay.
Everything will be fine there.
Okay.
Go.
And as you do this, and you know, people are distracted at this point because they know that something's up and they're looking at Edna, but still that condition of mean, you feel that reputation melting away from you, that people in the midst of this chaos see you with this younger person, like comforting her, and her breathing begins to imitate the lapping of the water on the shore of the river, takes on that rhythm. She's okay, right, go to sports camp.
Take whoever you want with you.
Okay, all right. She takes some friends and kind of scurries off to sports camp.
Wow. Do you have a little sister? Do you want mine?
I mostly just hang out with otters.
Okay, cool, let's go. And Jansen's gonna run.
And as you're running, like the lightning, even more so outside of the camp, lights up, and you see the decrepitness of you see a tattered flag, like hanging half off of the flagpole. You see more crumbled buildings, but in between lightning strikes, and you have 3 or 4 minutes in between lightning strikes. The thunder crashing is just like, you feel the thunder crashing in your chest. You feel it through the ground. Tam, you kind of feel the water almost shake with the thunder crashing. But you're heading away from the water toward the shit shack. What are Angel and Serena doing?
I mean, I would like to say that Serena, like, as soon as originally, like, if Zoe was reaching for the tapestry, Serena would be like, oh, fuck. And would have, like, that's when she would have started moving. So she's probably not that much far behind Zoe. She also has the longest legs out of all of you. So she is, like, she is fast and athletic and wonderful, but definitely kind of exchange a look with her sisters and be like, all right, I guess this is it.
You're on, kid.
Like, yeah.
And I'm going to say that Serena actually catches up with Zoe,
Okay.
given how athletic Serena is. And then
Yeah.
Zoe's like got a giant tapestry. Angel, what are you doing?
I think I turn to my dad and I just go, I'm not doing this anymore. And I have my hands up like this, and I just start walking backwards. And as I walk backwards, I let the horns unfurl. And I let my dad see them for the first time.
And you see this mix of initially distress and sadness blending over into pride.
Yeah. And
you see him nod.
And I'm a sea urchin mermaid now. So like,
there's also a moment of like
flavor.
That's not.
Yeah, there's a moment of like unexpected. And then like,
Dude, who did this?
wait, huh? All right. I'm with you.
I'm sorry.
Do what you need to do.
And he goes, I'll be home for dinner. And then turns around and runs out.
All right. So everyone runs toward the shit shack. Serena and Zoe, you make it there
Yeah.
first. Anything between the two of you before everyone else arrives?
I'm gonna like grab Zoe by the shoulders and be like, what the fuck are you doing with the magic portal blanket?
Oh no. Part of my darkest self is that I won't let anything get in my way.
I'm not stopping you. I just need to know.
If you try and grab me,
Uh-huh.
oh, all right. I mean, if you're not,
Let's
if you're
fight.
not gonna
Let's
stop
fight.
me,
No,
maybe
I'm
I
here
won't
for it.
fight,
Let's have a snake wrestling match. I'm here for it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, if you grab, I guess it's
Yeah.
you grab my shoulder.
Should I roll to lash out physically?
Yes,
What
I was
part
going
of
to
the-
say
Okay.
roll with volatile. If
Um,
Zoe's going to resist, then yes.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, and I have a move since I am the first one to lash out physically in the scene. I get a +1 to my roll.
Okay.
It's called in cold blood. Yeah. Okay, that is an 11.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So in the process of reaching out,
More than 11.
you
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You do way more than 11.
Yeah.
You deal 1 harm to Zoe as Zoe sort of slips in the mud during a lightning flash. Like the moment you reach out to her, there's a thunder cracking and a lightning flash, and Zoe slips in the mud.
Yeah.
And you probably twist your ankle. It's not a serious injury. And before you can react, Zoe, Serena's able to grab the tapestry.
Well, I'm not trying to like grab the tapestry from Zoe. I'm just trying to like grab Zoe's shoulders to like get her to stop and
Yes.
figure out what the fuck is going on. So I'm not trying to take the tapestry from her. I'm
Okay,
just
so
grabbing
you've got
Zoe.
Zoe's shoulders, and Zoe's
Yeah.
actually kind of fallen. And this is when Angel and Jade and Tam arrive.
Okay.
Tam, I'm sorry, I did go to you're following them, or did I forget to go to you?
Tam and I are together. We were
That's
both
right, that's
running,
right,
I'm
that's
pretty
right,
sure,
that's right.
unless
We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Tam broke
Okay,
off.
so that's right. That's when Tam and Jade arrive. Angel, you're a little bit behind because you had a great conversation together.
For a split
So this
second,
is
it was-
when
For a split second, there was literally no sound, so I thought we were just having a moment of silence.
moment of silence for Edna Orkney.
Mhm.
No, okay. Tam and Jade, this is when you show up. You see Serena sort of holding Zoe, and Zoe sort of slipped in the mud. The tapestry a little bit like muddy, even though like when there's no lightning, there is no mud.
What the hell is happening? What?
Let her go.
Yeah. What the fuck? Okay, back up. But like, let's separate. Let's chill the fuck out.
He grabbed the magic portal blanket and
Yeah, I
started
saw
to
that.
take off. And I'm trying to figure out what the heck is she doing? What the heck are you doing, Zoe? Why did you just... What's going on?
I won't let them unravel it. I need help.
You need a blanket?
It's a portal.
I need your help.
It's a cave.
I'm gonna just put my hand on Tam's shoulder and just say, just go with it. Just don't. Now isn't really not the time for questions.
No, it's a cage.
It's a cage?
Angel, this is when you arrive.
A cage for what?
Hey everyone, I look like this now. I know this may be very shocking and a huge revelation. Don't be afraid, it's the same old me that you've always known.
One piece of Zoe's hair is like still a snake and like sort of like waves out to look at it and then slips back in.
So you're just gonna be all hot all the time. Great. Listen, that thing was meant to hold well, it was meant to hold me. Not me, but the person with my face.
The thunder crashes and the lightning.
Yeah, Tam's
flashes.
wearing someone else's face. I might have missed that detail with catching everyone up on
Okay,
stuff.
to be fair, I'm wearing a murderer's face. It's not.
Does that make it better? Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna take a moment and like pause and look at Tam, and I'm gonna like pull out the picture that my sister gave me. Is his face in this photograph? No? Okay.
I love that, but no.
Yeah, just checking. And like put it, but I, like as the photograph is holding, it's like, well, it's not just holding you. And I'm gonna like, it's holding a lot of people.
It's holding a threat to my home. I know that for sure. I saw it.
When you all see the photograph, whenever the lightning flashes, you also see another person in the picture.
Each of us are seeing different people?
No, you're all seeing the same person. You're all seeing Serena's uncle as a child.
Hey, first of all, hold up. Sorry. Let's go inside away from the rain.
And the shit show.
Zoe will head into the shack, but is keeping the blanket on as like a sopping wet cape. And it's just gonna like pace back and forth between the bunk beds. If this is the cage, then the people who want no.
Get it out, kid.
They want me to take
Release
this
them.
place apart. They will
Who?
want this.
Who does?
Zoe's gonna try and make eye contact with Tam because she thinks he knows what's going on.
You mean I walk over to a wall, I produce like a crayon or a pencil, and I make the snake symbol I saw earlier in that vision.
Zoe, you have seen this around someone's neck.
I'm accidentally playing into it. It's great.
All right, I'll drop to my knees in front of Tam and say, please, they have lost their way. They need new leadership. They need me to guide them to what's right. This is not what you want. I know it.
No, it's not what I want.
It's not what you want. We can lure them out with this cage and put them down for good.
I mean, that's a good idea.
Who's they? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, who are we killing? I'm not against killing people, but I need to know who and why.
You're not
Wait,
against
can-
killing people? Aren't you like... Okay.
Have we met?
Could we like pause for a second? And I know things are kind of nuts, but apparently we all have like some weird involvement with the portal blanket. So can we just all like actually explain to each other right now what's going on for each of us? Okay, so that way we're not crossing strings or whatever. We can just like approach this and like just approach this properly and not step one. Okay, I'll start. Hi.
Serena, my
So,
friend, you have all of my strings.
Why don't I start? May I reach over to Zoe and I don't actually try, but I put my hands on the blanket and indicate that I'd like to take it off of her. May I?
Yes,
And you can stand up.
Your Holiness.
What?
this is what I'm talking about.
Okay,
like,
okay, just calm down. Calm down. We'll
No.
go one at a time. I lay out the blanket on a bed. And as the camera goes to the blanket to see it in its full glory and goes back to me, normal human Tam is not there. Scaly fish monster Tam is. Scaly sea serpent Tam, really. Well, I guess, hi. I don't have a name because I'm the river and the river is me. I exist to protect it because I am it, but I'm not it, if that makes sense. And this cage was created for the enemies of Edna Orkney, one of whom was, well, I point at the symbol again, who tried to poison the waters of my river.
You see the river in the woven tapestry, and the light almost glistens off of it, and then thunder crashes and lightning, and you see the river green and the trees dead around it, and then the lightning goes away and you see it glistening again.
Edna has, according to her, protected this place and protected people against it for some time, but she won't last much longer. She created this from the memories of others, using their thoughts, kind of like thread in a tapestry, using their thoughts, their memories, to bind these people. I only knew of one. Inside of a portal of time and space and memory, so that they're real but not real and not here. That's what I know. Also, I'm in love with Angel, and I think that his
It
demonic
is known.
body
It
thing
is
is really
known.
hot. So I'm like kind of really turned on right now.
Angel's doing one of these.
And I love your blog.
Zoe's gonna drop to her knees again and lay her fingers down at like Angel's toes. Say, Godex.
Angel, this I think is when you get the ping that somebody has
Yeah.
responded on Tumblr, for sure.
And I'm just kind of like, how? How did you do this? I'm just like, look, I'm like holding up my phone while I'm asking you this, just kind of like seeing what the damage is.
Jade
I'm
just winks at you.
I'm just I'm not responding to you. I'm really responding to what Zoe's doing. What has happened?
I've chosen a mate. They are our Godex now.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, moving on. Who's next?
this form of flattery that is not an important part of my culture, but I understand that this form of cultural exchange, Zoe, can be a little awkward, rough around the edges sometimes. I think you're trying to be very respectful, so thank you for that. Hi, everyone. So I have these, and thanks to Tam, I have these. And just point to all the little spines.
I did that?
I think you did that. I didn't have that before we went swimming.
Oops.
I mean, it's a good look. I think this kind of improved me. I've already started talking, and if I stop, then I will not be able to start again. So this Patrick guy who we saw, that gentleman is my boss. And that's my shape-shifting demonic overlord. So the underworld is it's not like a well orchestrated bureaucracy. It's a hot mess. It's a lot of people just kind of fighting to be on top. I think Patrick is maybe kind of like the most important, least important noble, if that makes any sense. And just kind of power hungry in the worst way. Anyway, I'm supposed to steal souls for him, and I'm pretty bad at it, and I've gotten pretty good at doing the worst possible job. And I recently found out that my folks already know. And that was the main reason why I was doing it. I'd not tell them. So, yeah, this summer camp was something the underworld was going to conquer. And they were asking me to help do that. In the 90s, they were able to stop it. I don't know if this tapestry is related. Here, let me take this out. Reaches over to like his bunk and pulls out a blanket that has a bunch of like glowing orange and teal circles on it. And goes, "This is my Portal blanket. I got it in 2011 when Portal 2 came out. Is this related to your tapestry? Is this..."
Angel, I think you've said all. I think you did it. Good job. I think. Good job, friend. That you're good. Put the blanket away. Not always. You're good.
Angel, if you need someone to deal with this Patrick, I lean over and I point at Tam. Noordin is the king of demons. He can see to Patrick.
King of demons.
I can't hear you.
I don't think he's the king of demons. He did steal someone's face. We haven't talked about that. I feel like that
Kind of demonic sounding.
Well, if he is not
Isn't Tam on your side,
them,
but
then
it's
he
kind of
is at
demonic
least
sounding.
blessed by them. Look.
he's real. I try not to like spend too much time talking about the physicality, but like he's pretty good looking. But I don't think he's like actually otherworldly.
I cross my arms
Oh,
and
Angel.
the fins on my forearms kind of pop out and pop back in.
Wrong before.
Well, and
What
I
are
just
your
want to
dark-
point out that like Zoe has now seen somebody who has demonic horns and also fins. So
Jade, what is your dark secret?
Don't have any. You can skip me.
That's a lie.
Jade writes fan fiction on the internet.
Do you know what those words mean?
Not really, no,
Exactly.
but I know
so
that's your dark
you
secret.
don't be
so there you
throwing
go.
stones with words you don't understand.
I do want to point out that Tim knows you're a witch and knows you don't want to say it.
Yeah, I am aware.
I
Anyway,
don't have time for this. I need to know if you can help me. If there are any things that can help us with this.
Fine, yes, sometimes I can make people see things they don't want to see. Could that be helpful? That's what I bring to the table. And sometimes I can see through other people's eyes if I try really hard.
That sounds specifically pretty useful. Yeah.
hey, snakes.
Under lightning crash, you see the beds in the cabin dilapidated and fallen down and rain damaged.
Snakes, your turn.
Everyone avert your eyes. Do not look at me directly.
How is this different than usual?
How do I look at you indirectly?
You just trust her on this one. Give her some space.
And like, if y'all kind of like look at the floor, you just sort of see, or even in the mirror, you'll like her forearm almost grows a little bit, and you can her hair will come down, and you can see the silhouettes of like hundreds of snakes, right? And she goes, I am Syntho, the daughter of Forcius and Seto, the grandchild of Gaia herself.
I reach my hand out
Oh, you don't want to.
towards your hair, and I'm gonna roll with hot. Make friends with your
With my me?
with your hair.
Me?
Roll to befriend the hair.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
What did you roll? My goodness. All right, Serena.
Wait, do our hairs kiss?
Little snakes.
I was just trying to like
peck.
boop to snoot, give a little
Do
pat.
our snakes boop? What?
I think there's like definitely some snake booping, although you're in charge of this. So like if you want that to be the giving yourself to Zoe, that is absolutely
Incredible.
fine. The snakes boop.
Our snakes.
There might be just like a little bit of like playful like
Uh-huh.
weaving together and like interacting with each other. You feel connected, and Serena, you hear in the back of your mind Riley saying, "You care more than you think you do."
I have not stopped looking at Serena since. I did say give her space, but I looked slightly to the side. I didn't look down.
Yeah.
And now you die. You will pay for your hubris. There's no more time for the rest of the game.
It's, you know what? I only signed on for this amount of episodes anyway. It's my big secret. Jen knew this entire time, guys.
Are a mastermind.
I think you can roll with dark, right?
Yeah.
If you want, I don't think you have to.
It's it's dark,
Mhm.
so it's a 7.
Wait, can I spend it? Okay, hold on. Let me just double check something.
Yeah, you all have to tell me how this ability works.
While this is going down, Angel's gonna be like, "Wow, it is really cool that we all have supernatural powers." Hey,
Yeah.
was our friend with the tattoos is missing? That's a little weird. Is she
Yeah.
anything?
I was assuming Maisie was here.
I hadn't narrated it, so
Sometimes.
Either way, I'm fine with. I'm not married to it.
well, as a group, which would you prefer? Because I can have a reason for Maisie to be away that I've already kind of thought of,
I would
or Maisie can be here.
I would prefer Macy not to be here just because like I kind of don't like assuming that she's here and listening.
Yeah, I would.
Sure.
Like
I would definitely be
think-
talking to Maisie if she was here.
Yeah,
Sure.
same.
Yeah, that makes sense. So she's not here.
Mhm.
What I would suggest we do as a group is just decide that you're not going to go searching for Maisie since you know you're not going to.
Yeah.
Here's something that I'm going to offer, Serena. If I spend a string on you, can you not turn me to stone?
I actually have a move that turns people into stone. It's a 7. It only lasts for a few minutes with my 7.
Can you describe what it looks like?
But
Oh no! Right at
It
that
looks
moment.
like this.
Yes.
okay.
There you go. You're back. You froze. You turned to stone for just a moment.
To turn to stone, you can turn someone to stone when they are looking at your face. You
I
roll
still
plus. Oh, okay.
Looking just on
So-
the side.
Okay, so if that's like the case, then maybe just like with a 7 to 9, since you maybe just like averted your eyes slightly too late. Like maybe just like a little bit of your hand sort of turns, and because you're giving me that string or whatever, like it just sort of phases back, like for flavor.
Serena, I
Yeah.
I have one more question. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Last year, when you turned me fully to stone, was it because I dared you, or was it because did you dare me to stare at you, or did I dare you to try and turn me to stone? Who did
I would have dared you to stare at me. I figure we might have been in like this heated discussion about something, and I was like, just look at me. I dare you to fucking look at me, bud. like this is like a flashback scene.
Yes. And in fact, as your hand starts to turn to stone, like you have that memory, like you flash back to that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dare you to fucking look at me, bud.
This time you only got the hand.
Yeah, you're lucky I didn't want to do that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I have a plan.
I just like
I need
slurp back.
Is Serena done changing?
Yeah, it's cool. I'm back. Zoe's talking.
She was beautiful. Oh, my plan. I would like to take this into the forest and sacrifice you all.
No.
Zoe,
It's like right now.
I think you're going
Except
to
it wouldn't. Exactly.
you'd have to
Exactly.
open with that next time.
Oh,
Wait, what did you say that was exactly? Because I couldn't hear what Jade said.
psych.
Yeah.
We
Bianca, was it a
sacrifice,
joke?
and then no, definitely not a joke.
You pretend.
Then that's not what
I
sinking
set up the
means.
sacrifice. I bring you all there. And maybe the portal blanket. I don't understand it very much. But we start the sacrifice, and then when whatever it is that wants to destroy us, this comes, we sacrifice it instead.
And
This
so,
is a
I love
really
it.
good plan for killing all of us. It requires
Yeah.
a lot of trust just to believe that you're doing exactly what you say. Hey, everyone, Zoe doesn't know how to lie, right? Like, we can agree on Zoe doesn't know
I
how to
have
lie?
not seen it yet.
Well, we
Not
can-
intentionally.
Zoe, tell us that your skin is purple.
I can kill it. I know
See?
I can.
I think we're good.
I love all of you so much.
How about we talk about what it is first? I am not willing to even be part. Listen, there's a
Oh.
long history of sacrificial things in my family, and I'm not cool about it.
Same
I
here.
literally have an uncle inside this tapestry, so that apparently I need to go eat out of it. So, it's fine. If it's an uncle, it's just a god, whatever.
Maybe
so,
let's leave the tapestry with Maisie for safekeeping.
well,
Okay. Look, first things first. I trust Zoe, and I don't think this is the worst plan. Second, the enemy here is Angel's patron, who we should take down at all costs.
beat him up.
mean, good luck. But I'm in.
But I don't know Angel's patron, and I was told to destroy this place.
Angel's patron wants to destroy this place too.
Zoe, I don't know your patron. My patron wants to destroy this place too.
Last
Mine-
but not least. Do you have anybody coming your way that wants... Are you supposed to destroy this place, or is someone else going to destroy this place, and you just have to make sure it happens?
Me.
So all you have to do is not do it. You just have to protect it instead.
No. They will send someone else.
And
Then we'll
stop
beat them up too. Yeah.
Zoe, look at me. We'll stop them.
You're gonna stare me right in the eyes. I'm gonna use Mesmerize again.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
What else am I here for? Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's an 11.
This is the content for which I subscribed.
Sorry, my
Yes.
headphones fell out. What was that?
So that's an 11. So, you, with your hand still stoned, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's shaking off. It's fine.
Freeze
Yeah, it's
up.
only for a moment. Yeah, it has to be a 10 or more for him to be
Oh,
stoned
okay.
for the whole scene. Yeah.
So you just got over that snake fuckery, and now you freeze up until I blink or someone else touches you, and you gain the condition dazed. So if you're looking at me, I'll stare right back without blinking.
Before that happens, I would like to spend my string on you if that's possible.
Ooh.
Got all this string.
You
Might
do
as well
have a
cash
string
it
on
out.
me.
It's up to you, Zoe. If you want
What
to
are
say
you
that's okay before it
Do
happens.
with it.
Yeah.
The condition I would like to give. Let me tell. Yeah, I was accidentally racing my string on Sarah Emily. That's not what I want to happen. The string I want to give Zoe is trusting, and then I get dazed.
I'd say that happens almost at the same time. You guys are doing that almost at the same time.
Yeah.
Can I?
Oh shoot! I did speak passionately to convince someone to join my cause. I'm supposed to roll with volatile. That's a thing that has to happen. I'm sorry.
No, do it.
Okay, so that's 13. If you get to mark experience, if you help defeat this thing, that's all that happens.
Okay. So with this new condition and Mesmerize working, I'm going to stare at you so that you are frozen, but then I'll put hands on both of your shoulders to like free you up from it. Sorry.
Don't. What? It's okay.
I'm going to prepare the sacrificial circles. Meet me in the woods in
No.
minutes.
I would
It's
like
not
to. I took Zoe's like black cloak thing from previously. I would like to pull that out of my bag, throw it over my head, and be like, I'm fucking in.
How do you? Are you?
Oh no, I just thought it went with the vibe of the moment.
Thank you, friend.
So, question. Can, just in case, like, this doesn't work and things get sacrificed, why don't we just make sure that the things that are getting sacrificed are people we hate?
Oh. Yes, I guess we could do that.
But I'm not
a
saying
version
we
of
should.
this.
Where's Justin?
I don't hate him.
He was.
But- What were you saying, Angel? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Is there a version of this where we don't sacrifice people? I'm
That's
just on a particularly
No.
non-sacrifice kind of mood right now.
I mean, same,
Well,
to be
okay.
honest.
We ideally no one is sacrificed.
But listen, Angel, you told me that we were gonna do sacrificing and then you chickened out. So let me have this, okay? This sounds cool.
Okay,
Do
how
you know
about
what? Okay, listen. Do you know what sacrificing means?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
It
I feel
literally
like
means appeasing to a god by murder. Are you cool with that?
And sometimes it's not very appeasing. Honestly, I find it pretty
Yeah,
offensive.
sometimes the god, depending on what the god is not happy about it. And that's what I haven't
I
figured
mean, we're not
out
gonna
yet.
actually get sacrificed. I like Tam's idea of taking people we hate. I already have a list that I was gonna give to Angel, and then Angel was like, "Oh, I guess I
That
don't want to
wasn't
do it
that
anymore."
was-
Can
That
I-
was me.
can I
But
Oh,
spend
Zoe,
I'm
this-
sorry. That was Serena. Whatever.
Zoe,
Yeah, Serena.
I need to know, what god are you sacrificing to?
Does it matter?
Can I
Yes.
Angel.
Can I spend a string on Jade to give her a condition?
Go for it.
Y'all
Yeah.
are
I'm
good
gonna
friends.
bequeath you
Gimme.
as your friends. I'm gonna bequeath you the condition bloodthirsty.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I have the condition pushy right now, so I'm not
Uh-huh.
gonna like
A what?
pushy and rebellious. So I'm
Ah.
just constantly gonna be pushing. It's
I'm-
very much in character. Mhm.
I'm going to.
Go ahead.
Zoe, you say that I look to you angelic or holy, right? So, I think what would make sense is if you called me an imposter and sacrificed me because of it. It would make sense. I'm a really scary being, so locking me in the tapestry would it matches the story that we're trying to tell. I can survive quite a lot, so there's that. And you know, that way it's only one person, and it's one person that makes sense. As long as you do it while I look like this, no one else has to get hurt. So worst comes to worst. I just
This plan a lot. I really don't like this plan very strongly.
Angel,
Sure.
look at me. I'm gonna spin a string on Angel.
We saved up all the strings. They're getting all spin in this scene. It's great.
I love it.
Angel, you are strong, and you are powerful, and you have nothing to fear. And I'm going to give. Actually, I'm going to give Angel two conditions. Can I give you two conditions?
Angel
First one.
says, if you tell me you're breaking up with me for my own good, I'm gonna smack you in the face in front of all our friends.
No. One, you're beloved and protected. And two, Angel, you can be fearless, and I've seen it. That's what we need you to be right now. Beloved and fearless. There's your two
Okay.
conditions.
Ah, you just gave me self-esteem like that? Is that how this works?
Well, other people see you as fearless. You may not necessarily accept it yourself, but if you accept that I know something about you that maybe you don't trust about yourself, well, I guess you are fearless. Look at that.
And when you see Tam's eyes looking at you with that treasuring of you, loving you, you also remember your dad nodding at you in the auditorium.
Remember that I still have the hot guy condition from like 3 sessions ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God, you're hot. Zoe, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my hands up to, I guess, Tam and Serena are closest to me, but like motion for everyone to like huddle in and link hands.
Mhm.
Can you tell me what the god is first, please?
And I'm
My
gonna pull
question
my
was not
string
answered.
on Serena.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tempt her to do what I want. and
Gonna
say-
tantalize.
Yeah. I say,
Keep your cool first.
it's not tantalize, it's tempt.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
Oh,
part of pulling
it's
a string.
it's a
is
special ability.
Yeah, it's
You get a
pulling the
plus
string.
one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So pulling the
Um,
string, you get a plus one to roll to try to tantalize.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first option I think is tempt them.
Oh,
to
it's
do
tempt
what
them
you
to do what you want. You're right.
So
You're right. You're right.
You can
Mhm.
say, it's like what I first did with Serena not too long ago, where I said,
Mhm.
okay, don't turn me to stone, and you can have the string.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
So once everyone's linked up, we'll look at all of them and straight at Serena and say, it doesn't matter what his name was. I'm going to kill him, and then I will be head of this family. And they will praise Zoe.
Thunder crash, lightning flash.
Right.
I mean, I'll link hands and it's fine. I just still want to know who he is.
Wait, I am a little bit interested in who is the god we're fighting. Just a little bit, just a little taste. Opens up Wikipedia. You got a name?
Nahshtan.
Nashta?
Can you put in a sent? No.
Angel, do you open up Wikipedia on your phone?
Do you want me to roll plus?
Yeah, that's gazing into the abyss. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Reading Wikipedia is gazing into the abyss.
I mean, it
I-
is.
Sometimes,
that.
yeah. Sometimes.
You know, we said my character wasn't going to be an allegory for ADHD. That is a 7.
That's a 7. Okay. Zoe, I'm gonna let you decide what confusing and alarming visions of this god Angel picks up from Wikipedia.
What is this?
So literally Wikipedia wise, like he finds a lot of conflicting information. Some saying that this god, this name represents healing and safety, and then some saying that it's got deeper meanings or deeper origins in demonology and traditional evil stuff. But as you look more into the page, there are these like bronze and copper serpents that sort of start slithering through the words. And then it gets worse and worse to the point where the whole screen looks like it's crawling with snakes.
This is great. Yeah, and I think Angel is like disturbed, but also like really into it. It is just kind of like, okay, all right, this would make a really good horror video game. Maybe like a play-by-post text thing. I'm gonna go wash my eyes out with holy water, and then we'll continue this plan to kill your dad. What's the relation?
Ancient family elder.
I mean, that's kind of the shtick of my family, so sounds good.
Can we get our ancient patrons to fight? That seems like the only plan here that would actually work, right?
I don't have an ancient patron or
I
family.
think you are an ancient patron.
Oh,
God, am I
great.
different for being the only one who doesn't have an
Sacrifice
ancient
Patrick?
patron?
Do you want me to be your ancient patron?
I'll get back to you on that. That possibly.
Okay. Is this how this is
Angel,
supposed to
how do you summon Patrick?
Yeah, and I think he describes, or I think he might take out just like a couple of small supplies from a bag underneath his bunk. And there's like, I don't know, deep red candles that are in like a really old and weathered containers. There's like small like mason jars that contain like a fine white and gray powder. It's just like it's your typical. I have to say some words in Latin. They made me take like 3 semesters of Latin in one summer. It was a whole thing.
You just set those up and Patrick appears.
On a successful roll, yes.
I mean, he's also already here. Could we just go like ask him?
Oh, this is perfect. For our sacrifices, we put we call it a mouse. We put the mouse in the middle of many concentric circles, and then they are devoured. Could you put those in a circle?
Sure. I have no.
So we put
Are we
Tam.
doing both? So we're both going to summon our patrons at the exact same time.
We put Tam in the circle, and then we pull him out, and Patrick appears, and then Patrick is eaten.
Okay.
But they fight each other, and I will go with them to make sure they finish the job.
Okay.
Am you cool with this new development?
I don't want to steal Tam's soul. I don't know
We
what
will pull Tam out.
I don't know what an extremely online Tam would look like, but it would be bad news.
Online.
Trust me. I guess I'm gonna roll to persuade Angel when I'm not.
Don't bother. I'm fucking game.
I mean, we're
Right.
having a Godzilla versus Kong moment. Okay, let's just do it. Let's let them fight.
This is great. This is fantastic.
Like a fishing line?
Kinda. I guess.
Just like pats him on the head, except can't reach his head, so pats him on the shoulder. It's like they're there. We'll get there. One bit of online technology at a time.
Oh,
Serena,
on the spider web.
is he safe when stone?
I mean, have you ever? I'm not saying that one time someone was turned to stone and then got pushed over and broke and never came back, but that is something that can happen. So no, like, you can be safe as long as people don't try to break you or drown you, but it's impossible for
Sounds
him
like
to
real
get
life.
out.
So we have a
Yeah.
backup plan. Serena will turn Stam to tone. Serena will turn
That was
Stam
adorable.
to stone.
Like
What?
in the middle of the god fight? Sure.
Before it starts, but just before.
What benefit is there to doing that?
I guess that it won't be eaten.
He will be impervious to venom.
If someone just knocks someone over when they were stoned and then they just fell apart, I feel like the stone makes you more fragile.
We could put pillows on him.
Okay, that's
And
enough.
Zoe starts putting pillows off all the bunks.
We're good. We're good. Worst comes to worst, I will be impervious to venom, but I'm not going to crack apart. I'll be on an altar or on the floor. We'll be fine. And look, this is for my home. I'm a lot stronger than people think I am here. God, I'm a lot stronger than I think I am here.
Are you
Let's do it.
Are you
Stronger.
as strong as a coursing river? With all the strength of a great typhoon?
I have been hearing that one since the 90s.
Oh, yep.
And no one talked to me about Szechuan sauce. So,
To the forest.
All right, let's go.
Okay, we're going sacrifice Tam for a god fight. Sounds
I need to take a quick bio break. I will be very
Yeah.
brief. But feel free to begin the scene and I'll listen.
Pablo, you can't just drop that in the chat and walk away.
Oh boy. All right. So as you exit the shit shack, the thunder and lightning is getting more consistent. It's getting more constant. Like you're flashing back and forth, probably like every minute or so. You're seeing that alternate reality, and you're carrying the tapestry, and it's unraveling a little bit. Like it was already pulled, so like you see the string start to unravel a little bit more. Quick question, Zoe, your tattoo parlor behind the Legally Blonde props is right next door. Do you bring that with you or no? Your gun.
Sure.
You carry the tapestry, and you still hear like kind of chaos coming from the auditorium. You can kind of get the sense that people are still trying to figure out what's going on. You kind of hear like ambulance sirens from a distance. People kind of on the porch of the lodge sort of looking out for the ambulance. But no one really notices y'all walking by with the tapestry. They're too busy with the chaos inside and might have forgotten that people left because memories are sort of disappearing and dissipating. You walk into a forest of trees, variously normal and in tortured poses and normal and in tortured poses, and you make your way to the cabin in the center of the woods.
Yeah.
What do you do when you arrive? So there's a cabin and there's a clearing in front of it where Edna Orkney first spoke to Serena and Maisie.
So I'm gonna go to work making these concentric circles and little winding paths.
Do you draw them into the dirt, or do
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
make them-
grab like a big stick and like stick it in the dirt behind me and start walking in these circles.
Do you need help?
Sure.
Okay. I've gotten really good at drawing things, so none of this has to be phallic, right?
No.
But can it be? And I like look over and I give like this huge grin
Here, you can.
because I
help
am
by-
rebellious right now.
You can help by holding this.
Okay.
And I give her the muddy, waterlogged tapestry.
Okay.
Go back to work with
This
my-
is very heavy because of how damp it is.
Uh-huh.
I'm going
Yes.
to. Yeah.
So Serena's holding a waterlogged tapestry. Zoe's drawing in the ground. Angel, you're at the Edna's cabin. Anything else that the rest of you do while Zoe is drawing these circles?
Zoe, does Tam need to be like prepared for sacrifice? Like, do we just put him in the middle, or does? Because we don't want this to. We want this to work. We don't want it to be obvious that it's a trap. Is what normally is done to the mouse.
Does he need to be naked?
It's not where I was going with that, but
Would you like to be naked?
Why do people keep asking me that?
Whatever makes you most comfortable.
I'm okay with clothes.
Damn. I mean, your clothes look very nice on you.
No, they don't. They're kind of falling apart. I need to go back to Lost and Found.
Do you, when we're all done with this, I can just take your measurements and bring you some clothes.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
They'll get wet, though.
It's okay. I will get you like scuba gear.
Usually, the mice are just petrified and placed at the center.
so do I need to spook him?
Could.
Would it help?
Tam, how good are you at acting?
I pretend to be a normal teenager every day of my life.
You should probably spook him.
Amazing.
Will he really get spooked if he knows it's coming though?
I feel like Zoe just like totally clapped back at Tam for like the purple thing.
All right, Tam, you want to come sit over here? I'll see if what I can do to make you adequately scared. Because I feel like if they sense that you're not scared, they're gonna know.
Bloodthirsty is right.
Why don't I just sit in the middle of the circles while you do this? That way I don't have to move.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Because I point to all the sharp bits around me. If I act.
Yeah, all right. We'll go pop a squat and do this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm sorry, really sorry. Just doing this because I have to. Haven't hexed anyone in a while. Kind of feeling the itch. So we're gonna do this. I'm sorry though. I don't exactly have control over what you're gonna see, but if you could tell me things in general that like scare you, that might help.
Okay. Water turning to acid.
I was talking like spiders.
No
Okay.
clouds, and no rain. Dried, cracked earth with nothing left in it. Angel dying.
The
All right, we can work with that.
the unaltered text of Silent Spring.
I'm gonna motion for Jade and like whisper something in her ear.
Yeah.
I'm actually just gonna text you that in Zoom. So
Sure,
that
go
way-
for it.
So that way, like,
Pause for text.
I'm still going. Like forest
my
fires that
God.
last for years and years on end. A sudden and total lack of forest fires. It just goes on, and it's all like nature stuff. It's all literally happening too. It's great.
I know.
All right.
Zoe's finished the circles and is now like walking amongst the trees near this clearing and picking up like big leaves that could sort of be used to like disguise the summoning candles that Angel needs.
Ah, got it. And they are waterlogged, so not likely to catch on fire.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to hex Tam. That's cool. So I'm gonna kind of kneel, and because I'm assuming Tam's sitting down, I'm gonna kneel and just like look dead into his eyes, and start to just kind of mutter a language that you don't understand. I sound kind of hesitant. You can tell that Jade hasn't done any hexing in a hot minute. And I'm gonna roll with dark. I'm casting illusions, Jen, just so you know. If it succeeds, Tam is gonna see visions, but it's not, I don't have entire control over it, just like.
I got the visions.
Damn.
I got the visions loaded and ready to go.
Oh, completely still water. That's also terrifying.
I rolled a 4.
So what happens on a fail?
You're too successful.
That's what I was thinking.
It's a literal. I think nothing happens.
Yeah, it's literally on a 10 and up the hex works. On a 7 to 9 it works, but I get like there's like a qualifier on it. There's nothing for a fail. But you
Ooh, that means
absolutely,
the
Jen,
DM
feel free to give me
decides.
consequences for that failing. I fully support that. If you would like there to be consequences.
Yes. Tam, you are. What is it? What's the coursing river quote? Somebody tell me, because I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, you've got the strength of the typhoon. You are unmoved, but Jade, you are given all of the visions that Tam would
Shit.
have had.
Shit.
So
Yes!
Oh
Yes!
no.
your
Oh,
mind
no.
flashes back hundreds, perhaps upon hundreds of years, to face after face after face of people threatening the river or threatening each other on the river, shedding blood in the river, battles fought in the river, massacres in the river, face after face that the river takes to try to protect itself, the battle of hundreds of years to survive. The last one you see, now you project into the forward, is taking the face of Patrick after Patrick strangles Angel in the waters of the river. And then with the face of Patrick for hundreds of years, the river drying and drying and drying, the banks drying and drying and drying, until finally there is one tiny trickle that one sunny, cloudless day dries up and dies.
Can I have the spotlight for a minute?
Go for it.
Okay. Whatever fucking respect and reverence Zoe is bringing to her ritual, Angel is flippant, nonchalant, cavalier, on his phone, texting memes to Jade, while he's just like sprinkling brimstone in a circle around here, lighting like mammoth blood candles that are thousands upon thousands of years old, and he is just like, Patrona vetustísima, vos nos convocamos. Anyway, this one meme group, I usually just, it's hit or miss, but there's a couple of memes about ADHD that I think are really good on here. And so I don't think Tam's gonna be able to relate to them, and is just sort of like, Jade, your phone is blowing up while you're
I'm like, yeah.
I love the idea too that Angel's like doing this like demonic ritual one-handed, like the phone in the other hand. Yeah. So Jade, you see the past and the potential futures of Tam.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay, we gotta stop. No, they're gonna kill Angel, I think. Angel's gonna die if we do this. We can't do this. What? We have to stop.
No. Angel's gonna die if we don't do this.
I'm gonna look at my phone. I can't lose this source of memes. We have to stop.
I can't lose him either, but we need to take Patrick down once and for all. Otherwise, what did you? Your spell backfired, didn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people have done a lot of things to try and get visions on the edge of the river. One of them is like eat this little. It doesn't really matter. It's extinct anyway. The point is, it's not real. It's not real. It's just in your head. It's not real.
I send you a selfie of myself right now with you in the background, and in it I have photoshopped little trumpets where my horns are, and I say, I'm bringing ska back. One selfie at a time.
I love you. Oh my god. Incredible.
Seeing him like kind of finish up and just start texting, Zoe will like hop over the rings of the circle and in towards Angel. Ask, are you ready?
And he's just like, huh? Oh, sorry, yeah, I was waiting for you. We're doing the thing where you're waiting for me while I was waiting for you?
No.
I hate that so much.
Here.
I'm so sorry.
I'll like put a couple of little leaves against all the candles. Tam?
Yeah.
We are ready. Serena?
So,
Plan B?
oh, yeah. I like just tell me when I have to open. Like I guess I'll stand like on the other side of the circle, like squaring off with Tam. And I will close my eyes. As I kind of go like into like looking very, very Gorgon-like. And I was like, just say milkshake if I need to open my eyes.
Okay.
Serena, one
What?
second. I walk
What?
over and I whisper in your ear. You're literally one of the only people I can trust to do this.
Uh-huh.
When this is over, if I'm dead,
Uh-huh.
take care of Tam. Tell
Yeah.
Maisie I love her.
Oh, she loves you too.
I know, but we have a hard time saying it. We're like that.
Cool. I got you.
Okay, I'm ready to be ritually sacrificed now.
All right.
I
Safe
lie
word is
down.
milkshake.
I'm gonna run out of the circle because I was with Tam, and I'm gonna go run over to Angel and say, "Okay, listen, put your fucking phone down. Put it down and away. Close it off in your pocket. cut the shit out. I need you to pay attention and focus, because potentially some shit could happen. And I need to really fucking need you to not die, okay?
So it's kind of foregone conclusion some shit was gonna happen, right? Like,
I know, but I had a vision of you dying. Don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but I just need you to pay attention.
you just had those, or?
When I do really, really shitty spells.
Huh.
Okay? Just
I'm just
be
thinking,
alert.
well, I just explored so much of my, supernatural essence through my writing, and I'm just wondering
Oh my God.
right now if this is like a
shut
part of your
up!
fan fiction
We're
thing.
No!
Oh my
Just pay
God.
attention!
And Zoe's gonna start her incantation to summon Noordin.
Zoe, no, what are you doing? Please don't, please. I want to die. I don't want to die.
The thunder and lightning continue over you, the rain constant. The trees begin to twist and slither. Zoe, is there anything you need to roll for this?
Up to you, GM.
I'll have you just
Same
roll
here,
with.
too.
I'm gonna have both of you roll with dark. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm timing it with the lightning, but I'm switching back between human Tam and monster Tam.
12 to summon my otherworldly patron.
Patrick.
A 9 for me.
What do you roll, Angel?
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The first to arrive is Patrick. And you actually see the ground in the circle around Tam split, and Patrick come out of the ground almost like being birthed, and standing in the circle. Tam, like, you kind of just feel the ground sink a little bit, but Patrick comes up behind you, and looks at Angel and looks at everyone else and attempts to step out of the circle and feels the limit of the circle and bursts into a giant demon form, almost too big to straddle the entire ritual area. Red, giant black horns, teeth dripping blood, and says, "What have you done, child?"
Angel goes, "I really like the stilettos, but this is a good look for you. I'm a big fan."
And at that moment, the ground begins to shift and move in waves, in slithers, and a wave of moving dirt becomes a snake. The snake begins to emerge, gathers the earth, and gets larger and larger, and slithers around Tam, initially ignoring the demon in the circle, and opens its mouth that becomes wider and wider and wider and wider, and attempts to consume Tam from the feet first.
Milkshake?
No, the moment I see that mouth open, I grab it under its jaw, like I spin around the ground, grab it under its jaw, and push it on top of the demon. I would like to consider this lashing out physically.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, roll with volatile.
I will. Here's the thing, though. I am protecting my environment right now. I'm protecting against the destruction of it. So I get +1 forward.
Yeah.
All actions. Which means for this entire scene, things gonna be really good for me. Now hear me out. That's a 7, but
Now
+1,
hear me out.
+1, +2 from volatile means actually that's a 10.
Woo!
Oh.
Awesome. So before the snake can begin to really consume you, you grab it and hold it. And Serena, you heard milkshake. What do you do?
I'm going to open my eyes because that's the code word, but I imagine that instead of Tam that's right in front of me, since he's holding this snake's mouth, I'm not looking at Tam. It's me and the snake that are locked eyes with each other,
I think it's the demon.
or the demon, whoever.
I'm gonna have you roll with cold, and depending on the roll, you can choose who it is.
Okay, so with cold, I think is my best one. Yeah, cold is a +2.
And that's appropriate for a Gorgon freezing people.
Yeah, it's 9.
Okay.
It's cold.
So on a 9, choose one of the two who's frozen into stone, and choose one of your companions who happen to glance in your direction. And if you want, I will choose.
Yeah, so how many are you? There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of you. I'm just gonna roll a d4. I have one right here, I promise. Yep, I'm just gonna roll this d4 to see for my companion. It's 4, and on me, that's Tam, on my screen. So,
Okay. All right.
and as far as the bad guy goes, I think it'll be Tam and the snake, since they're in literally the same spot. Yeah.
So like frozen in the moment, and Tam, it feels like when ice covers your river, when you freeze in the winter, you all can hear that sort of crackling like ice, and it's a little bit like kind of like a Grecian statue of like a Herculean hero holding a snake, and the demon standing over them begins to laugh and laugh and laugh, and reaches out to Angel, plucks Angel, and holds him over the scene. 20 feet high. And Zoe, right before the snake freezes, you get a look of betrayal. And I would like you to roll with Dark.
Also, I'm gonna take a harm from that 9.
Okay.
With Dark, that's a 5.
5. Okay. You feel torn apart in this moment. You see the snake's look of betrayal. You feel almost as if a chorus of voices in your family are saying, "What are you doing to us?" And you realize in this moment that you have a choice. Shatter the snake, but live with your family's betrayal and shunning. Become, if you wish, something akin to the snake, but live always within the confines of the camp. Or lose your powers and be human. Yes, I see.
Also, because of Songbird earlier, you did act. You did help me, so you gained an XP. Figure you should know that just in case that levels you up right now. Don't know if it does, but you gain XP.
No, but I did actually level up at the very beginning of this session, and I took the new order, which is when I learned to meet one of my needs within human society instead of my family, I get experience. And when others help me fit better in human society, you all get experience. So I'm gonna say everyone helping me out probably mark experience there.
First experience.
And I think these scary visions push me again into my darkest self.
Cool.
And I'm gonna talk back to the voices and say, no, trust me. This is the better way. And then I'm gonna jump into the center of the circle and just try to destroy this serpent thing and toss Tam out of the way.
Can I assist by catching Tam? Like,
Tam is currently stone.
Right. Just for a bit, because I only rolled a 9. So, for moments, yeah.
Okay. So Tam, both the snake and Tam begin to turn back from stone into flesh. And Zoe, I would say while you leap onto the snake, you yourself, it's almost like your form elongates and you become yourself a serpent. What color serpent do you become?
Ooh, bright green.
Bright green serpent. And you and the serpent god that you have for your whole life submitted yourself to begin to hiss and bite one another. I'd like you to roll with volatile.
Even with my -1, that is a 10.
Well, I rolled a 5. So I'm going to say that you are able to bite and poison your god, and you decide, do you kill him or do you leave him alive?
I didn't realize this was an attack and dethrone god kind of campaign until this was fucking summer camp.
What else do you do at summer camp?
I don't know.
Fight a god.
I mean, with this party, one of us doesn't even know what summer camp is, and one of us will never leave. So you know what? Come on.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna look up with like my last moment of clarity and look around and see all of my friends helping each other out, flailing to get free, and like sink my teeth in even deeper and attempt to forever neutralize this force.
And as the poison rushes out of your fangs, you almost feel as if there is a reverse flow of pulling in the power of this being, this god. You feel it. You feel your consciousness and your awareness awaken throughout the woods, in the eyes of every snake hiding in every nook, in every hole, in every tree of the forest. And you feel a parting of ways with the human part of you, that longing for normality, that longing for a childhood. And you realize in that moment that that is the sacrifice. The thunder crashes, the lightning flashes one more time. The tapestry, almost as if it is itself a snake, mends itself, weaves itself back. And you are now the god who occupies the creatures of the camp. And Zoe is no more.
Is Angel still being held by the demon?
Yes, I was going to say.
Can I do a thing about that?
Of course.
So I have very little at my disposal because I have not leveled up yet and I have 2 spells, neither of which are particularly aggressive. I'm going to search through my bag for the heaviest thing that I have, which is my phone. And I'm just going to try to hurl it at the face of the demon that's currently holding Angel.
Okay, roll with volatile.
Which is a great sacrifice. Oh, my volatile's not very good though, so we'll see. Okay, it's a 6.
Okay.
Probably.
It doesn't actually give you any like negative condition for failing, but the phone like flings past the demon and the demon catches it in the air with the other hand and crunches it and lifts Angel up and looks at the phone and that connection to like an outside world, right? Like that web, if you will, and laughs again as the internet, the power of the connectivity of the internet breaks the circle and he begins to run into the woods with Angel laughing.
Can I try?
This is where we'll stop.
Oh.
Oops.
Thanks.
Fucky wucky, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Ray.
Zoe ascended to godhood, and I just got regular kidnapped.
Quick question.
Oh, that's
for
good.
Jen.
I don't want this whole thing to be over before Bunz has a chance to come back next week. So I feel good about this.
Quick question though, for Jen. Are they running in the direction of the river?
Ooh. Just a sec.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I'm going to describe what Tam looks like later, but Tam's in his darkest self.
We will start with Tam in his darkest self. All right. I have feels about Zoe.
I'm so upset. I hate
Yes.
it. I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. I'm sad.
You know, I'm going to narrate one more thing. Right as this godhood reaches Zoe, there is a moment where you have the ability to say one thing to each of your friends, and each of your friends has the ability to say one thing to you, almost in a dreamlike moment in their minds. And that's what we're going to do for our sign off. We're going to have that exchange with each of you, and then tell
I
us
love
who you
it.
really are.
Oh, that's very good.
And Guilty, you can choose the order. You can choose who you do in what order.
Boy. Okay. Cool. Well, I've been guilty. It's been amazing. I've loved playing in this campaign. You can find me other places at Guilty Cosplay. But I think first off, Zoe would reach out to Jade and just I guess say, my friend, thank you. You have so much. I had so much to learn, and you have so much love. I hope you can find even more friends, and more than friends, to share that with.
My whole heart.
What does Jade say in return?
Jade is just gonna say, I wasn't ready. That's all she's gonna say.
And Ray?
Oh, hi, I'm
Pull
Rachel.
you out of Jay for a moment.
Hi, I'm Rachel. You can call me Ray. I do community management in the board game world. I also stream in half an hour over on my personal Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RaysRetros, if you want to watch me feel feelings and play Super Metroid with my friend John. That's what I'll be doing later tonight if you want to come hang.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Zoe, your next message.
That one would be to Angel. Angel, I'm sorry we couldn't finish them off like we wanted. But I believe in you. You will find freedom. You deserve it.
I think Angel will say back. When we first met, and I needed the sacrifice, I almost hurt you. I didn't, but I'm sorry I considered it. I'm sorry the thought even crossed my mind.
And Pablo?
Hey, Pablo, I'm here, dressed like this every day of my life. And I will be, I can be found at Tundra_ideas on Twitter and on Instagram. See my poetry stuff on the Instagram. Twitter I'll talk about tabletop stuff, including but not limited to playing on Eduardo's stream for Sim 5e in Spanish, where I have a druid who's taken some rogue levels to do some sneak attack, surprise whale attacks. That's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you. Zoe?
Next would be Serena. Serena, my friend. Your true self is so magical. I know it can be scary to be so different. But don't let others' fear keep you from showing who you are. Thank you for my tattoo.
Hey Zoe, you're welcome. And try not to let this whole godhood thing go to your head. It's not all what it's cracked up to be. Don't demand any unreasonable sacrifices. Okay, thanks, bye.
And Rosie?
Hi everyone, I am Rosie or Valdrianth all over the internet. I produce TTRPG content for me and my friends over on my Twitch channel. Right now we have some Animorphs, some Emberwind, some Forged in the Dark, and very soon we will have Masked. We have just casted for that, and that'll be up in a couple weeks. I also have a super secret project that I am working on. That's it. That's me. Follow me.
Thank you. Zoe?
Finally, Tam.
Damn.
Tam. Thank you for welcoming us all into your home. I owe you many things. Most of all, thanks.
For as long as I'm here, as long as the river runs, and as long as it does. Treat my home as yours. Hi! My name is Noordin Ali, also known as Werewolf. My pronouns are he, him, and you can catch me online at Werewolf Feels, where I do all the things on the Twitters and the Instagrams and the Twitches. And you can clearly tell I understand all of those things because I'm accidentally pluralizing them. You want to catch me writing and cultural consulting for things, that's great. The biggest project that I've announced for so far is Into the Motherlands, which is super exciting, but it's also one I can't talk about. In addition to that, I stream on other people's channels rather frequently, in addition to my own. Right now, there's only one other game going on Saturday afternoons over on Roll For It at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It is called Mage, because we're playing a version of Mage the Ascension built for 5th edition, similar to Vampire 5th edition. It is really cool. We play very cool characters, and we're stuck in a time loop. So if you like time loops, check out my loops of time. There are other things being announced for the future. I've been announced for Alabaster Kingdom, a D&D campaign. That's right, I'm joining D&D again in September. Here's the secret on the Loading Ready Run channel. So maybe give that a pre-follow and follow me on Twitch because every Tuesday we play Vampire the Masquerade Night Road. And I talk about the poor decisions of Vampire while also talking about how much I love WoD while trying to storytell. It's a blast. You should join up. I think that means Jen.
Yes. I will say, because she's not here, but I want to start with it. What does Zoe say to Maisie?
Oh.
I was gonna say that, yeah.
Heck, Maisie. You made me feel safe when I wasn't safe anywhere. You have such power. I can't wait to see you year after year making people fall in love with this place. I just hope that their love back can be enough for you.
And one response that you get, and we could flash as if there was a camera in the scene of that rec room. All of a sudden, a cabinet appears on a pedestal with a taxonomy snake. And you feel yourself becoming rooted in that snake, seeing through its eyes, seeing where Maisie's statue is. And you know you have the freedom to go between there and other snakes in the camp environment, but you have a base and a home in the room with Maisie. And I'm Jen. And you can find me on Twitter at QuixoteJen, QuixoteJen. And you can also see me on Graham Cracker's channel on Tuesday at 4:30 Pacific, playing my sweet little bumblebee-loving furball druid who just messed up big time, and has a big, big mess, having entangled an entire marketplace full of people by accident. You can see me here next week for the final episode. I'm gonna miss Guilty so much, and I can't wait to have a chance to play with you again, which will happen. We'll make it happen, and I can't wait to see all the rest of you and what we do with the final episode of this campaign. I am working on a fundraiser to benefit cancer research. That should be happening in October on this channel. And I want to thank Ava for her help producing this show, and also all the wonderful help that I'm getting helping to plan the cancer fundraiser. I want to thank my co-DM Chris, who always helps me figure out what the heck to do with these wonderful drama kids. If you are someone whose life has been touched by cancer and you would like to play in a fundraiser, or you would like to be part of the fundraiser in some other way, feel free to message me on Twitter, and we will find a way to include you. We want as many patients, and also if you're a family member or a caretaker or a close friend and it's important to you, like, feel free to jump in and we'll try to find a place for you to be part of it. So everybody have a great rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you here next week. Bye.
Bye.